Oops, I need the sprite in the lead. It is silence. Ooh. Okay, it wasn't a sprite. So, and now we go to Kakara. So yeah, well, I guess the main difficulty about the co-op run is getting 2 or 3 people with time and dedication in the same place. So, by the way, for some of you... Oh, don't hit that. I cannot run. Whatever. For some of you may know, I have to get Salamando in the fire at the ice country before I can complete the desert. However, I go to the desert first anyways. The reason for this is this cutscene right here. Before I visit the sand ship, I cannot fly directly from the ice country over to the desert. And so by visiting the desert first, I unlock that kind of travel. And overall it's about 30 seconds faster. Because there's also a shop outside the house in the desert village compared to inside the house in the Rust village. Get to work. Oops. And to talk with this guy. A little bit from the right so I don't get blown back. We go over here. This segment is mostly running through. Which I guess all segments are mostly running through. However, this one has barely any RNG involved. With the exception of the boss. No, dude, come outside! Wow. That guard can stay in there, in the exit, and you cannot exit unless he comes outside. So I was lucky in the unlock that he got in there, but he also immediately came out again. He can't delay you. So, oh yeah, by the way, yesterday the first sign of this run going horribly wrong was this boss here. If you don't one-shot the boss, immediately he has a high chance of delaying you for about 20 seconds per time where you don't hit. Let's see. When is H? Yeah, it's in January. Oh, please hit this time. You can one-shot this guy. He's the last boss you can one-shot. I think I was too far away with that. Okay, this time I hit. Nice. I use an overcharged normal slash against this boss, quite simply because it is ready again really quickly compared to when I have to execute the whole animation of any other attack. Yeah, exactly, Mathridge. So, and finally we get some new equipment. It's about time, isn't it? Three of those. 3 of those. And 3 of those. That's it. I should have selected the girl earlier. Doesn't matter. Come on. I just had an idea for the improvement. Stinger, you have to remind me... Oh, that was actually the right place. You have to remind me to remind you about what that improvement is. So, I use frost weapons here for the ice country. Now, that sounds a bit weird, however, two things. One, frost weapons can freeze enemies, and freeze looks like a snowman, whatever. It immobilizes them, they cannot attack, and my AI companions ignore them, which is really nice. But also, frost weapons actually are not frost element. They have only the additional effect. That's because of one flag that isn't set in the game. So let's see. This is basically one of the worst places to run through in speedrun. That was my last charge with the boy's weapon. I shouldn't have hit this guy, I could have simply walked past, I think. Whatever. The girl has one more charge left. Right has still 3. Okay, no turtle, that was nice. Walking a bit up here to spawn this wolf, so on the left side there will only spawn a maximum of 2 wolves. Wow, not at all. That was really good actually. So, and the second fruit salad. Uh-oh, I have no idea what attack that would be. Nice. But I also knew I would hit him anyways. Excellent. Really good segment. Oh, thank you, Stinger. That's a clever idea. Yeah. Don't jinx it. We still have the Frost Geigers in front of us. So for a short moment, and the awesome music is over. So sad. How many times have I beaten Secret of Mana? About 50 to 100. It's not as much as other speedrunners beat their game. So, Ninja Turtles. Go away! Wow, that actually froze him. I didn't expect the sprite to hit him. That's a nice surprise. See, let me through, let me through, let me through. Oh no, that turtle had to hit him. That screen is one of the worst, because you have so little room to walk in or dodge the enemies. You are almost guaranteed to get hit. Plop plop and run past. So yeah, it's getting really dangerous actually, all things considered. I missed him, and he walks the wrong way. I cannot get past him now. I have to reset the room. You troll. I have about an 80% chance to hit him. Ah, I didn't go quite high enough. Oops. So... Okay, mini-boss time. For this mini-boss, I want to have my whirlwind attack. But getting the correct overcharge attack is a matter of one frame. So let's see whether I get it. I got it. Excellent. Okay. Oh wait. Wow, that's always so scary when... those... Come on, lady. Okay, I had to improvise a little bit because that slime was so incredibly aggressive. You're supposed to go directly to the switch in the middle. However, I couldn't wait for a good alignment on the sprite. So let's not mess this up. Please hit. This is pure RNG whether I hit now. I need to hit the first two hits, ensure a good boss fight. Oh, that was bad. I got the long boss attack and I missed. It can still go well, but... Okay, I hit the first hit. And I have to heal, use a healing item here. Otherwise the boy will get frozen. And the frost guy decided to disappear instantly. So, that is less than ideal, because I missed the first attack. And this, as I said, it's pure RNG. Oh. No! It changed the attack! It changed out the attack for some reason. So I revived the girl just for safety. I don't really need her because boss is one shot away from death. Come on. There we go. Okay, I hit this time. So yeah, I lost a minute. But at least I got frost weapons. Yeah. I have no idea why my overcharge attack changed. It should have been the same whirlwind as before, but for some reason it wasn't. So yeah, as you can clearly tell, my last Frostgeiger split was insanely good. As in, it wasn't simply good, it was incredible. So, I have Frost Weapon, and I will use them. That is extremely useful. So that's, I guess, the positives. Wow, he hit me. That's rare. That doesn't happen. I guess that's the positive side of having a bit of a longer fight against the Frostgeigers. The Frostgeigers enchants you with Frost Weapon for some reason. Well, I guess the reason would be, in theory, it would reduce your attack damage by half. However, as I mentioned earlier, the Frost weapons actually don't attack with Frost Element. So the entire thing is pretty useless for him. Instead, it actually gives me a 10% attack damage increase, which doesn't matter since I do maximum damage anyways. Plus the useful effect of freezing enemies. I held it too long, okay. I'm an idiot in that case. So let's see. The Fire Temple is usually a pretty tame place to run through. However, usually. Ah, messed up the running there. Oh, and the duck had to run in my way. So annoying. Oops. I tried something new, which... whatever. At least this time I'm running quote-unquote too far to the right intentionally. So, at the bottom of the stairs there is usually a sand spider which casts Earth Slide if you wake it up. By walking on the sand spider from the side, you avoid waking it up. Which was the entire idea I had. Mana. That costs 4. Still have enough. So yeah. Wait a little and run past. I think Sprite has no mana anymore, does he? If I counted correctly. So I have to solve that problem. No, don't do that. Maybe. Yeah, if you don't run properly... Wow, that was the second one. That's incredibly unlucky. They don't usually pass that often, so that's quite a surprise actually. Also, let's give right some mana because I need it. Walking through walls a little bit. Oops. Wrong spell. Also give the girl. Just for security, I don't think I need that on the girl. But at least I won't run out anytime soon. And I had time to give her the berry walnut anyway. So the Minoros is usually really nice. Usually. Oh. Whatever. Please don't hit him. That's the worst case scenario if he spams Earth Slide and spams it on the boy. Or hits it on the boy, I guess. Well, I thought he would. Never mind. Please hit. Oh, I missed. That's the, again, boss level evader rating. I hit. Have to wait a bit until his immunity wears off, and now we can go. Yeah, that was a less than ideal Minoros fight. However, Fire Temple went pretty well, with exception of that hiccup of getting Flame Blaze twice, but that's not a big issue. Not at all. Nope, didn't happen. Thank you, Stinger. Also... why did I do that? I should... I should select the boy at this stage, so the sprite actually stays on his current equipment or spell screen. But that will cost a little bit of time next time I have to swap back. Well, once again, I apologize for not reading the chat, but I'm never running on autopilot when playing games. So it's pretty hard to read chat in between. The sound can be wonky at times, as in, I have a microphone and this is actually recorded from console. So if my TV gets through the microphone, it can echo a bit, I guess. So on this screen here, I do not want to run up or down at any given point. Also, I don't want to run into any guards or any NPC for that matter. So I keep the same alignment of vertical level all the way through, which is because I want to push perfectly against this wall to avoid talking to this guy. So I simply skip password, which you usually require to enter the sewers. It's pretty nice to do. Whoa! I think I was a bit too fast or something like that. In any case, the slime here is not supposed to spawn. Here, those slimes are always here, so I'll wait until they split into 3, because there cannot be more than 3 enemies on the screen at any given point. Balloon them and run past. Oops. I ballooned those guys simply to go and get past this screen easy. I'll wait until he splits into 3 so I avoid spawning another slime down there. Usually one of my companions gets frozen and I have to use a medical herb. Didn't happen this time, so that's pretty lucky. So the use of medical herb is expected, but it's still faster than having to deal with those slimes in any of different forms, such as casting balloon. So that was actually a really good sewers, with the exception of the slime that spawned which shouldn't. It was a really good sewers. And we are over here. Oh, I ran into the little girl, so I stopped running. I can't you run over? Whatever. Yeah, so, and once again, Secret of Mana is extremely RNG heavy, as in randomness, for those that don't know what RNG is. So, every single room in this ruins has an 80 to 99% chance to go exactly the same as planned. However, sometimes, and I mean usually in those ruins here, something goes wrong which costs me a bunch of time. Depending on the room where it goes wrong, it costs more or less time. It can be 5 seconds, it can be almost half a minute if I'm unlucky. So let's see. First room is no problems, you simply run past. That always goes the same. This room here, usually you run into one of those zombies. This room here, you walk and nothing happens. This room, sometimes the blats hit you. In this room, sometimes the slime hits you. Here, sometimes the zombies hit you. Here, plop plop, and run past. Sometimes one of the slimes gets in your way. And here, again, sometimes one of the zombies hits you. And usually that zombie hits me, but nothing I could do about that. Run past this guy. Run at the very bottom of the screen to get past everything here. So I have to use a spell here to lock them in place, those slimes. Otherwise, after I push the button, the text box holds me a bit too long in place and they would freeze me if they hit me. So far so good. And I use 2 controllers right here to gain a tiny little bit of an advantage. Here in the text box I cannot move, but the second controller can move. So yeah, that bat sometimes hit me, but it doesn't really matter. Unless it's in the middle of the screen. Also, usually you actually hit that angel. And usually you get hit here, that's normal. And this room is basically the one who has the highest chance of going wrong. As in horribly wrong. But it went pretty well, so I won't complain. Okay. So, the second wall phase, or I guess the Doom Wall, how is its name. You do not want to kill both eyes, seriously. Never kill both eyes, unless you're in a casual playthrough. Then it's pretty funny. But in any case... Wow, that was perfect. In any case, if you kill both eyes, he unleashes his special attack. And surviving the special attack is incredibly difficult. So yeah, never hit both eyes, simply go for the middle part. Maybe kill one eye. I think the right one revives. No, the middle part actually revives, never mind. So yeah, kill one eye and leave it at that. If you kill both eyes, stuff will go wrong, really. By the way, who came up with GLOD? As in G-L-O-D? What should we think to say? By the way, fun fact, if you run into this cutscene right here, with only having the girl alive, as in sprayed and boy dead, it will softlock here, as in you cannot move anymore. Just saying. Go out of my way, mister. So, the upcoming boss, the vampire, is that boss. If he flies in the air, there's nothing I can do about that. And that's pure RNG. In my first run I ever did, he stayed 5 minutes in the air. And again, there's literally nothing I can do about that. He decides to come down immediately, which is excellent. So I stand in the front of him for him to grab the girl, so I get an additional hit in for free. Ah, so close. Yeah. Now, if I'm unlucky, he will not come down. That's pure luck. Oh, I almost hit him there. Almost doesn't buy me anything though. You're mocking me, aren't you? Sometimes I can hit him while he's casting something, which is why I keep attacking with the whirlwind. And this was a simple evade. Hit him now. Seriously, that was the last hit. Ah, it started so well. And then he evaded the last hit, as in 40% chance and some stuff like that. And he decided to fly away. Yeah, another minute lost purely to RNG. So, the next RNG portion will be the Mana Fortress, and before that, it shouldn't make as much of a huge difference, unless I mess up. If I mess up, I can basically die any time. So let's not mess up, I guess. A lady had to walk in my way. Oh no. The NPCs are trolling me today. Only it was only the NPCs. Well, your name is really hard to read. While it does have a large portion of RNG, for the most part, in my opinion, the RNG is actually really enjoyable, because most of the time, with exceptions such as the vampire, you can do something and you have to react to it properly. So that's what I mean when I say this game is about decision making. Doing a quick, correct decision in the right place can save you a bunch of time. Or, yeah, that's basically it actually. That's why I really like this game. It may sound a bit weird, as in I kind of like the RNG in this game. But that's basically how it works. As I said, with the exception of the Frost guys, Buffy and the Vampire, I guess. Besides those bosses, you can really negate a lot of the bad RNG, or at least make it that it costs only about 5 seconds. Usually. That's a very good way to put it, because it gives me the opportunity to make interesting plays. So this fight usually works the exact same way. Nice, I hit both times, so he's dead. He has an immunity phase after he uses any spell or attack, so I have to wait for his attack to end. That's exactly correct. For some reason they didn't take away your weapons. You are only kids, so those are toy weapons, right? I never actually thought about that, that's true. Up clap and run past. Oops. Up clap and run past. Oops. By the way, those red ninjas, if they want to kill you, you better have a guardian angel. Seriously. They almost wiped out, one of those guys almost wiped out one of my entire party at one point. One survived, but only barely. So yeah, you don't want to anger them. So, that was pretty smooth so far. But that's how it usually goes though. So, and this boss is never a problem if I don't make a mistake. The reason why he's never a problem is because as long as I'm at the very bottom of the arena, he will never start dashing to the left or to the right, which he usually does, and would do a ton of damage until you. So I can explain it a bit better on the third mech rider, I guess. So yeah. No, that was not it. Or was it? Hang on, you might try. I actually don't know. I haven't visited Pure Lands in quite a long time. You might be right, Darklight. Looks like it from what I have in memory. But as I said, I haven't been there in a long time. So, now the game gets broken, as in really broken. Basically what we should do now is get the Spirit of the Moon, Spirit of the Darkness, and Spirit of... oops. Spirit of Light. But we have different plans. That would take way too long. Spirit of Whoops. So... oops. Now I have to climb the mountain. That was bad. Never mind then. Hey! Nico doesn't always spawn. And they take some damage, that's actually pretty good. Because they have to take damage anyways. So, the plan is... ah, messed it up. Probably have to call her again. Okay, it works. So, for some reason... you can simply hop over that barrier by charging a level 1 sword attack. And then talking to him really quickly. Oh, come on guys. I still needed the sprite for the whip. Shoot. Oh. They don't usually kill me right here. So that's rather unfortunate. And since I still need the whip and the axe, I equip the whip on the boy here. However, having one active death is not the worst thing, it's actually reasonably good. By the way, I die so quickly because my armor is horribly outdated at this stage. I still have the armor from the desert. Which, well... it's no good at this stage. Because we are supposed to have completed the darkness, the light and the moon temple before we go in here. Oh, that was really quick actually. So, and just like that, we skip a large portion of the game. But we don't get the spirits of moon, light and darkness. So in the Grand Temple we have to find a different way around that problem. Oops. Good. Need to go back and equip the right weapons. Oh wait. So yeah, even though that was gold, it probably wasn't considering I had to rest of us. Ah, wrong way. Considering I had to switch back. As in switch back the weapons. So, the upcoming boss needs 4 hits to die. So, he's pretty special. We lock him in place by moving the girl and the sprite right into his hitbox. And also by doing that, get clear shots on him. Yes. At this stage we by the way have about a 65% chance to hit. But also he will always target the nearest character with his spell. So 5. To survive these attacks I have to use candies. Otherwise those special attacks, as in spells, would one-shot me. Or any of my characters for that matter. Well, my language is really bad right now. Come on, please hit. Okay. Could have gone better. Could have been worse. Wow. I don't think that split is right. I probably split late last time. I shouldn't lose that much time. I don't think you can lose that much time. Whatever. So, as I said earlier, the next portion would be the Underground Palace and the Grand Temple. We skipped the Underground Palace since quite a while, and now we also have a way to the Grand Temple, because, as I said earlier, the moon, darkness and light magic would be required to progress through the Grand Palace, or Grand Temple. I don't know what's it called. In any case, you have to find a different way through. So, and we do this by combining basically 3 glitches. One of the glitches is where you're safe at the Frost Forest Necro, which more or less corrupts your save file, so the game doesn't know where to start you. And using cutscene mechanics. Southwest of East. So, saving here. Saving if the goal is pretty much optimal. Yes, save the game, please. Reset and start a new game. So yeah, as I said, saving at that Frost Forest Nico is pretty special. Your save file gets corrupted because when you land next to him with Flammy, the game has no information on where it should start you, as in location. And there's another trick. If you hold start select and R for at least 5 seconds, you do a soft reset, so the game doesn't wipe out the memory from the previous value. Which means, if I do this and then load the save file, I can basically save warp into any place I want to. So I'm going to save warp into the intro cutscene where the boy would be falling off the log at the beginning. However, warping into that cutscene place is pretty special. Greetings, Phase 1 Skeeve. So, yeah. My characters were invisible for a short time. Or still are. By healing them, I removed the invisibility. Come on, I need the other character. So, and invisibility is pretty special. I can walk through walls while the invisibility is active. Oh, that was lucky. Ah, come on. Don't be so nervous. Use balloon on these guys because they are pretty horrible beings. Don't want to deal with them. Oh I need to step on that switch to activate the boss in the main room. These are basically the triggers I just hit to load the boss in the main room, which means the game considers now the Grand Palace to be complete. Ooh, that was really slow actually. That was a mistake. Whatever. Killing this guy is pretty easy. He doesn't usually do anything, really. Also, I usually forget to split here for some reason. So. The sprite, select him and go in. Okay, Hexos. Hexos is, in my opinion, the most demanding boss of the entire game. You cannot make mistakes, otherwise you have a hard time to recover. Might have gotten a good charge attack here. Okay. I made a mistake there, but I was lucky and salvaged it. So the idea is that the boy never gets too near to Hexos. And Sprite basically absorbs all the damage or spells by standing right in front of her, also so she will not move at this stage. Further, he's dead. Or he. I guess it's a she. Looks pretty female. Further, basically the rhythm goes like this. The overcharge hits, which puts Hexos into a stun lock. Then the sprite starts casting and is immune during the cast. Because for some reason you are immune during casting. And then she gets basically locked down by spells. And the cycle repeats. That's the whole idea. So, and now for the Mech Rider number 3. He would be really difficult if it wouldn't abuse one of his AI quirks. He tries to get on your vertical position level. And because his hitbox is much larger than mine, he can never get my vertical position. So he simply slowly paces left and right until I kill him. After every hit, he will cast a spell, basically until he's dead. Yeah, and remember, I lost about 2 minutes simply to pure RNG so far. There is a tool-assisted speedrun, but it's from 2011, and 2 of the major skips were not found at this stage. The headbang, I'm not going for the headbang. Well, let's put it this way. Not intentionally, but if it happens, it happens. So, final sprint, yes. There are 2 large RNG portions which can skill screw me over. So let's see, but until then... Oops. I simply need to play well. Oops. I get 2 of those in case I need them. Okay, I have enough of those, I simply want to make sure. Getting the latest equipment, basically. Equipping for the final portion. These are the best equipments you can buy for money. I have to make sure I equip everything, but actually didn't check. I don't have any candy. Whoops. Too bad. Let's go without. Where's it? Where's it? Where's it? There we go. I have to update my coordinates. As in directions. So, what I just did there is I activated that spring thing. And just before I activated that thing, I called Flammy. So, I executed that jump you saw there, just before I entered the final cutscene. Guys! Holy shit! Oh my god, that was bad. Let's hope I get it. Okay. I had to readjust my strategies there because tsunamis don't always spawn. And I think Stinger has a reliable strategy on making them not spawn. Well, I probably won't be talking too much, since I really want to focus on the last section. So far so good. Let's see, Buffy. Same deal with as with the vampire. He decides to stay in the air for an extended period of time. There's literally nothing I can do about that. Please come down. Come on, dude. Hit. Please don't. Oh, come on, please. Please. Nice, okay. With initial trolling, it could have gone much worse. It could have also gone much better, by the way. Just saying. So yeah, I lost about... Let's say, compared to the optimal case, I lost a minute. But I'm fine with that split. Oh, come on. He's right. Getting your AI partners past this portion is really tricky. Also, that doesn't usually happen. I didn't even know any of the enemy can cast Earth Slide in this stage. That's new. Whatever. Let's hope for a good slime. And instantly. Worst case scenario. I got the wrong charge attack. You want to get a much shorter, a normal overcharge slash. So your attack animation doesn't take as long to execute. So that's a relatively slow fight, because I basically missed the opportunity to get overcharged normal slash. Since the boy got hit by the first acid rain, which is really unlucky. Come on, hit already. Okay. That's what I wanted. So yeah, that was pretty slow. My PV wasn't much better, but you can... Yesterday I think I gained about 30 seconds on this split. So yeah, it all comes down to the Dark Lich, basically. He didn't refill my mana for some reason. Let's go, last stage. Running up right here to despawn nasty enemies. Running up right here, do the same thing again, basically. Come on! Oh my god, there is no enemy! What are you doing? Sometimes that can happen. I think I made a small movement somewhere which made the girl move like that. So yeah. Technically you could say it's probably my mistake somewhere. Because really, it's so finicky and precise. It's basically RNG. Also, getting your AI partners past this portion is nightmare if the sword spawns. That's horrible. I need the sword with the sword. The girl with the sword in the front. Oh. Okay, I go past those 3 guys. At least that was pretty smooth. So, yeah. Let's put it this way, it all depends on Dark Lich. Dark Lich is the last instance that can really troll me. So optimally, he stands in place and lets me keep hitting him. However, it doesn't always happen, and similar to the vampire, he can get invulnerable to my attacks. So let's simply hope that doesn't happen. Also, I have to remember, I don't have any healing items left. So in case anything goes wrong, I have to heal with the gun. If it isn't. Although I still have plenty of Cups of Wishes, so it shouldn't matter. Never mind, I still have Cups of Wishes. As long as it isn't the boy who gets hit, it is no problem at all. Okay. I need 7 hits. That was 3. Five. 6. Come on. 1 more. 2 more? Okay, never mind. I cannot risk that, so I have to revive her. Okay, he is dead. That was a really good Lich fight, not optimally because he casted way too much. But it was a really good Lich fight. So, from here on there is no RNG left. As long as I don't mess up. Let's not mess up. I'm not going to explain anything, I will focus. Sorry about that. Okay. Phase 1 complete. What I just did there is I skipped the 20-second cutscene that plays when you unlock the Mana Sword for the first time. Technically 1 cycle is possible, but no, that will never happen. 2 cycle is what we are aiming for. Hope the girl still has enough magic to cast weapons. Don't mess it up this time. Okay, I got it. I got the correct charge attack now. simply playing it out. Stop the first attack with a spell. The second attack does much less damage, so we can let it through. I love that music, by the way. Wow, the spray tent takes a ton of damage. Hit number 1. The reason I use the Mana Sword is because it has an almost 100% chance to hit, compared to the spear, it has only about a 70% chance at this stage. So using the Mana Sword guarantees a 2 cycle. He didn't cost anything. That's incredibly lucky. I have to heal the sprite here, otherwise he will die. Oh, shoot! He still has wall! Whoop, too bad. It shouldn't make a difference though, since the sprite survived. I should have simply used a couple of wishes. Whoop. So, now instead of... Yeah, I will use a couple of wishes if the sprite dies here. He usually shouldn't, but maybe I forgot to equip something. Okay, he survived. Only a few hits left, I didn't count. It needs about 20 hits, I think. I was wiped. Sit down, how fitting. Split is ended as soon as it whites out when I lose control over characters. Right here. So, that's a new PV. E. Yeah, I saved a minute there because on one hand I messed up last time a little bit, plus there's a new strategy to skip that cutscene with the Mana Sword. So yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for watching in any case. It's funny. The last boss, as in after the Dark Lich, and unless I make a major mistake, I will not lose any time anymore. So, that was nice. And finally, I got the record back. Your move, Stinger. Is sub 2 hours possible? Yes, in theory. And when I say in theory, it is in theory. It would require incredible luck. Plus flawless execution, basically. It is much easier in a co-op run since you can do a lot of things much quicker. So yeah, let's finish watching this. The ending takes about 7.5 minutes, and I always like watching it after a run. It's so satisfying for some reason. Even though it's a bit sad, I guess. What is the next goal? I actually don't know. I guess the next goal would be practicing the menus until I'm really good with them and never make a mistake in the menus anymore. And then get another run sub 2 hours 5 minutes. Music is amazing here. A 3-player co-op run would technically be the fastest run you could get. However, try getting 3 people at the same place to run this. That's the main problem actually. At HCTQ we are going to run this with 3 players, so that's going to be... Although we will use some safe strategies, but I imagine it will get really close to this time, if not beat it. Was it actually a world record? Yeah, it was. I like to refer to it as a record, because world record sounds so great and grand, which is a bit weird. By the way, Thias, S9X is possible over network, but you have to get at least 1 person, 2 person in one place. Because it only supports 2 players, not 3 total. Well, if ZSNES would support 3, that would be new, since last time I tried, but last time I tried is older, so... Damn. That's about 3 years ago, so it might be. Yeah, sure, Killsoul. You must have been smoking a lot this round. Yes, the SNES does have multi-tap support. So you plug in that thing, activate it, plug in 3 controllers and simply start playing. Yeah, CSNES is wildly inaccurate, and I don't recommend playing on it. But for netplay, if it works, why not? But I don't think we are going to do that since, well, I'm in Europe, as in Switzerland, and the other 2 runners are America, which is... yeah, the ping would be pretty extreme. I don't know if ZSNES is allowed. I simply don't recommend it, since emulator is actually slower in Secret of Mana, about 20 seconds slower compared to a normal console. So I think the most accurate emulator is BizHawk so far. I don't know if it supports netplay though. So, Moon. Crescent Moon, my favorite one. Yes. So, for those that don't know, the ending screen here looks a bit different every time. And sometimes you get a crescent moon like this, a 3/4 moon or a full moon. I prefer the crescent moon. In my opinion, it simply looks the best. I only realized that after I finished, I think, the 5th or 6th run through this game. The reason I realized it, the stars are also in a different location. And the stars at some point were in such a weird position that I wondered about them. And the next run I realized it looks a little bit different every single time. So yeah, that was Secret of Mana Speedrun. What is coming next? Well, first I'm probably going to make a short break, and then I'm going to do something else. The reason is, in about 40 minutes, I'm scheduled to have play against Mr. Carter in the Speedrun's Live blind game tournament. So yeah, that's going to happen at some point. I think I will shut down the stream until then, so people don't think I'm still running Secret of Mana. So, save the splits. Settings. Let's see, what is my sum of best splits? I actually need my second monitor for this. Hang on. Sum of best splits. 1 hour 58 minutes 38 seconds, so that's well below 2 hours at this stage. Pretty nice. Can't wait to watch the full VOD of this. Well, if I shut down the stream now, you can watch it immediately. However, I would like to show some stuff, as I usually do at the end of my runs. So, with this save file here, I can save warp anywhere. And I just save warp into the last cutscene, where the sprite is standing. So we have 2 sprites. I would like to have some music. Sounds pretty good. What's about this music? Oh, or a whole different place. It is also quite different music. So yeah, that can happen. Also, since I'm already here, let me position myself correctly on the screen. Do something else. Hang on, not in the right position. Good. A little bit over here to do the trick. Let's see. This should have done the trick. Oh, actually didn't. I'm in the wrong position. Go a little bit further to the right. Like this. Wait. Okay, this worked. What you're seeing here is 3 players with 3 swords. What? You cannot normally equip the same weapon on every player. Yes, you don't know that. I just unequipped the weapons by using the trashing glitch. The trashing glitch lets me access some memory addresses which I shouldn't be able to depending on where I stand on the screen. It's quite weird how it works actually. So yeah, that works. You could technically get 3 mana swords, yes. Although not during the fight. That wouldn't work. So. And now, this room here is pretty special. Well, what makes it so special? I can go inside, I can go outside. Nothing special, right? However, I can use a magic rope. And this room has an exit tile, which means it should always lead to the previous room. Did it? It does. But just because I used the magic rope just before this, it deleted the variables on where it should send me and replaced them with the place where the magic rope is located. The screen, however, that's in a bit of a weird position. Now when I safe warp into this screen, again using the Lost Forest warp, I land in a bit of a weird position. That can happen. So yeah, that's that. This game is really broken if you know how to break it. Interestingly enough, during a casual playthrough, you will barely notice anything. So that's that. I'm going to stream a bit later the SRL tournament match. But until then, I'm going to take a break. So that's in about half an hour. How can I could technically get the 8th sword orb, however here's the problem with this. On this save file, I initially already lack a lot of orbs, as in weapon upgrades. So I would have to do that multiple times, and which would take approximately, let's say, 20 minutes. So that's that. Yeah, thank you for watching, and until sometime else. Also, make sure to follow Stinger PA and Luigi Meister, which are also running this game. Just saying. Have a nice evening.